Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to you too. All right, so today we're going to talk about Culebra versus Vieques. We spent about a week on each island, and so wanted to share some of our experiences and recommendations.
So we first arrived at San Juan, and then from San Juan, how we get to Vieques.
Yeah, so we took a small airplane, and when I say small, I mean really small.
There's only 8 passengers
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah. Okay, I thought it was 6. It's 8. Excuse me,
Yeah.
mistaken. But yeah, very small airplane. We actually had so much luggage because we're here, for 3 months, and we're bringing food stuff with us. And the policy is that you get 25 pounds free. Well, we were quite a bit over, so we ended up paying like $190 in excess baggage fees. Oh my gosh, way too much. They actually couldn't even fit all of our luggage onto one plane. They had to split it up across 2 plane rides. Fortunately, there was a plane right after us going to the same place, so we didn't really have to wait around that long. But
Took about 30 minutes ride.
yeah, 30 minutes flight.
Yeah, the time-wise is really good.
Yeah.
If you take ferries, and then it takes about 1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour to an hour and a half,
And
depending
then
on the ferry.
waiting for the boarding thing. So I think I would say like 2 hours.
Yeah, definitely, at least 2 hours. So first of all, you have to go if you're in San Juan, you have to go from San Juan to where you can get the ferry in Ceiba, which is like hour and a half or so. Then you have to add on the other 2 hours or so for the ferry versus, the airplane, which is 30 minutes. If you're already in San Juan, it's...
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but again, the price is really different. So
yeah, price is a big factor. So it was $90 per person one way to take the flight. It was like $5 one way per person on the ferry if you're not a resident, and it was like an extra $1 per bag. So obviously much more economical. It's also kind of a neat experience to get to do it.
Yeah, we took only one flight though.
Yeah, we flew going, and then we took ferries to go.
Yeah.
Because we're in the winter season,
In March.
In
Right
March.
now.
Yeah, we're here in March. There's pretty much constant wind. And so that was actually one of the big factors between the islands, between Vieques and Culebra, was that Vieques has way more beaches.
The guide said 178 beaches in Vieques.
Yeah, I guess if you maybe counted very specifically, you might have that many. But yeah, Culebra, I think I counted that we went to maybe 8 beaches. And the challenge with that is that there aren't really any beaches that are fully protected on Culebra. And so if you're coming in March or, during the wintertime and there's a little bit more of a breeze, you don't have the calm beach. So like the reason we went to Culebra, the main one is, you have Playa Flamenco, so Flamenco Beach. It's supposed to be, one of the top 10 beaches in the world. Very beautiful beach, lovely white sand, but there were large waves. And there were areas you couldn't swim because of the rip tide. And so, we had to be cognizant of where we were going to have our kids swim. And it would have been much nicer, I think, perhaps later in April or May, perhaps when the oceans were a lot calmer.
Yeah.
But contrast that to Vieques, there were beaches that were protected, like Punta Arena, and some of the other, like Playa Caracas and whatnot. And so we could drive around and find the right beach, which was definitely a plus.
Yeah, and then also they have like some neat beach called Playa Negra, the black sand beach.
Yeah.
And also they have
bioluminescence.
Yes. That's the best place to go if you're gonna come to Vieques.
The bioluminescence in Vieques at Mosquito Bay is outstanding.
It's incredible.
Yeah, they had 3 million of these organisms per gallon of water, which is way higher than you have in other areas. And it was amazing because you would paddle and you would see it light up. If you Google it, the bioluminescence Vieques, and we can provide a link in the show notes, that it's just amazing colors. I think
and then if you scoop the water with your hands, and then it's just our hands are just
glowing.
Yeah, growing. And then me and my daughter was, oh my gosh. And then also we saw lots of fish swimming in the ocean, and then we saw it actually because it's
glowing.
Yeah, it's growing too.
Yeah, that was really cool to see. So they swim very quickly, and so you have this rapid line movement. It's like dancing lights, and that was so special. When you're gonna go, you need to go when there's not a lot of moon brightness, and so we were fortunate in that we went when there wasn't a lot of moon brightness, and we also had a fairly clear night sky, and so it was very beautiful stars. So there's not a lot of light pollution there as well.
Don't worry if you check the weather in Vieques, and then if you see lots of like rainy days or cloudy days, that's what happened to us when we were like someone checking the weather in Vieques.
Yeah.
All day long, rainy whole week, and then we were kind of like disappointed. But once we got there, and then it just a little bit rain, maybe every morning and
tropical rain.
Evening, and then it's just a kind of shower, and then clear blue sky. So don't worry.
Downside, if you will, we noticed quite a few more mosquitoes on Vieques, at least in the area that we were staying. And then for me, because I'm a light sleeper, the animal sounds, like
the chicken roosters.
Yeah, roosters,
dogs.
Dogs, people driving by in their car with a radio really loud, and then frogs. I mean, it's cool because you're in nature and all of that, but it's just, if I had known in advance, I would have known to, bring earplugs and, make sure you definitely put on bug spray.
Okay, so what is your favorite beach in Vieques?
My favorite beach in Vieques, I think, was the Punta Arenas, which is on the west side. Yeah, we went there twice. We rented a car, and it was super bumpy roads. Like you would not want to go with a low clearance vehicle. We took the car there, and what's neat about it is you can go and explore different areas and park in different places, and you get access to different beaches in this wildlife refuge area of Punta Arenas. Actually, 2/3 of Vieques is some sort of wildlife refuge.
It's kind of surprising.
Yeah, so that was mine, Punta Arenas. How about yours?
I think my favorite one is Playa Negra, like black sand beach. It's really cool. So we don't have a lot of black sand beach. So kids loves it, and then they're just drawing something on the beach, and then if you take the pictures, it's just different.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it was very cool.
And also you and Elena went there again with a horseback riding.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool.
So how do we get to Playa Negra?
So we have to walk maybe 15 minutes if you're with the kids, and just go into the kind of jungle areas, and then
there's a path though.
Yeah.
So as you get closer, there's all these little holes, and if you look closely, but there were all sorts of little crabs in there.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. The girls loved to see that. And then on a different beach, I want to say it was Playa Caracas, but there were all of these hermit crabs that we found. The girls were collecting them and putting them in a bucket and looking at them, and that was a fun excursion. Did you have a favorite beach for snorkeling?
My favorite one is in Culebra. I think it's because we found sea turtles, which is so cool.
Yeah.
And that was a Tamarin beach in Culebra. So I think that was my one of the favorite beach in Culebra.
Yeah.
And also I love the Flamenco Beach too. It's the waves is kind of rough, but it's really beautiful white sand, and it's like they have like huge space.
Yeah.
Which we don't have in Culebra. Like usually they say it's beach. Like here is an ocean, sand only this much.
I felt like, in general, we had better snorkeling on Culebra than we did on Vieques, but Vieques had nicer white sandy beaches, and they were protected. Not all of them, but a lot of them were protected from the wind, even though it was there.
Yeah, and also we really recommend you to bring the water shoes.
Yes, because there's coral, there's sea urchins, There's burrs from the trees that are all spiky, and I stepped on one of those, and they don't come off. Like, you have to pry it out of your foot. So you'll definitely want that. We had water socks, and that helped a lot, especially when you want to go snorkeling or go exploring a bit.
Yeah, so what about the food over there?
There's not a lot of places to eat. You know, we were there for a week each, and I think we ate out twice on each island.
Yeah.
You know, out of 14, 15 lunch dinners. One of the restaurants we went to on Culebra, I think that was my favorite one. It's called Dingy Dock. It's really cool because it's right on the water. It's an open, you know, it's not enclosed, so it's an open air environment. It's a popular place, so it's got a good vibe to it. There's a nice bar. It's family friendly though. We got a fresh caught fish that we had fried, and you know, we ate the fish, but the bones were left, and so they said, all right, yeah, just go throw it into the fish, and they just gobbled it up in no time.
Yeah, that place is quite famous. Then I would recommend to go there at 4:30 because we arrived there 5:15 or 20, and then we have to wait more than 1 hour.
Yeah, it took a while. They don't take reservations. Yeah, there were a lot of people that were looking to go there. Even when we left, probably 7:30, 8 o'clock from the restaurant, there were still people waiting to get in, you know. So yeah, definitely go early and get in early.
Vieques, I think if you go to Isabela is kind of the tourist town, and then you could find lots of places to eat.
We ate on Esperanza.
Oh yeah, Esperanza, sorry.
That was nice too. There's the street, and then there's the ocean, and then on the other side of the street they have, you know, like the restaurants and whatnot, and there's a couple options to eat there. I don't know what I would consider to be standard eating out. Yeah, you're looking at probably for family of 5, like $120 is probably a good amount to plan for.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're eating that out, you know, lunch and dinner every day for a week, it does add up. So that's one of the ways, because we're going for a longer trip, again, 3 months, and so we're trying to do it in a way that's sustainable for our family. So we're going, you know, so that means we need to, you know, eat at home more.
We are ready for the beach, and then this is what we usually bring to the beach. So here is a boiled egg for everybody, and today it's going to be a big day, so I made a huge potato salad here, and sandwiches, egg sand, and tuna sand. And this is, I always bring this one. This is rice bowl. Inside I put tuna today. Get everybody's tummy full. Oh, and then very important for mommy and daddy. We bought
Like
12
25-pound bag
Yeah.
of rice,
and then
like
2
big thing
liter
of soy
soy
sauce.
sauce, fish
what else?
flakes, and then bagels, muffins.
Yeah, we wanted to be well prepared. So yeah, I mean, we paid for it on the luggage and whatnot, but I think we still come out ahead. We're also here during COVID. It's kind of on the way down, but you'll need to have surgical masks. Like on Vieques and Culebra, they don't have any hospitals, and so like they're very sensitive to it. So
But anyway, we had a really great time
Yeah.
in Vieques and Culebra.
Yeah.
So I hope this information will help you.
yeah, it was a wonderful time, and feel free to reach out in the comments for any questions, and yeah, until next time.
Cheers!
Cheers.